Well, I think it should be demonstrative of what should be happening in this country. Look, there's no secret that him and I had a heated exchange, not on one occasion, but on two occasions, and in between round one and round two, we were attacking each other pretty harshly. And, you know, the reality of it is, you know, I think we both agreed that we're better than that. We're better together for this country, and we can be the example that you can have disagreements, you can have debates, you can have criticisms of one another, but at the end of the day, let's find solutions to problems. And he's become a great friend, you know, it's like anything else. The way I was brought up about being loyal and always standing by your friends when they're doing good, and especially when they're doing bad. And this could have been a tough situation for him, and I wanted to demonstrate my support for him as a friend, but also as an American, and show America that, you know, despite difference of opinions, despite maybe some arguments, maybe, you know, rolling around a little bit on the ground, that you can put your differences aside and be productive together.
I just love that. You bucked the trend among Democrats, among union leadership, and insisted that you had a right to go address the Republican National Convention. You spoke there, you gave a barn burner of a speech. You've gotten a lot in response for that. You got a seat at the table with the Trump administration. Tell us a little bit about what you've been able to achieve for your rank and file as a result of that leadership.
Yeah, I mean, look, there's no secret that we made a bold move. That move was based upon, you know, the member-to-member interaction that myself and my team did 2 years prior to the election, and in talking to our members and polling our members and being transparent with our members. And, you know, 65% of our members were voting Republican, 35% were voting either Democrat or independently. So, you know, we've got an obligation to represent everybody's interest, and we made a decision out of the leadership team, which I stand by, to not endorse a presidential candidate. But more importantly, we wanted a seat at that table regardless of who was going to be there, because we want to help shape labor policy in this country. We want to help be part of the solution, not part of the problem. And, you know, have we agreed with everything that's gone on? Absolutely not. I don't think anybody would agree with every single decision, but we have the ability to have dialogue. I speak to the president often, not just about Teamster issues, but about American issues, and it's been great for our members. You know, our members in the railroad, we have 100,000 members that work in the drive the trains and also fix and maintain the tracks. They've implemented policies that are going to protect jobs in the rail industry, and also mandate you know, safety measures that are going to protect 100,000 members. So they've done some great work there. We have the opportunity. We've been working with the Labor Department, OSHA, all on policy that are going to protect American workers, and we've supported bringing manufacturing back to the United States, which is going to create middle-class jobs. And look, I can't speak for any other union leaders, but my best interest is what's in the best interest of my members.
The tariffs and the mass deportations are the two things that I hear most from working-class Americans that make them feel represented by this administration. Tell us what you're hoping to see from DHS under a Mark Wayne Mullen administration.
Well, I think first and foremost, the safety of this country is paramount, and we need to have safe borders. We need to have people that come here legally to go through the process with intention of becoming good Americans. We can't allow people to cross these borders to traffic children, to sell drugs, and commit violent crimes. And so safety and securing the borders have to be paramount. Also, I think what's just as important is the credibility. There's no doubt that the system is broken, and I think Mark Wayne Mullen, and he testified at the hearing, which I was at, he said, look, I'm not the smartest guy in the world, but I'm a hard worker, and I will figure it out, and I'll find solutions to the problem. And I think that's all you can ask for. Everybody's going to have their preconceived notions. Everybody's going to be critical. But at the end of the day, we are in the greatest country in the world, and we've got to protect it with everything we got. I think Mark Wayne Mullen is the right man for the job.
Sean O'Brien.
I'd still beat him in a wrestling match.
Indeed, that is what we heard from Senator Hawley. Said during the hearing that he would have put his money on you. Sean O'Brien, one of my personal heroes, a great patriot, a great American. God bless and protect you, and thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much, Batya. An honor and a privilege. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.